this is Tamara at mooglyblog.com, and in this video I'd like to demonstrate some of the taller crochet stitches. Now here I have a sample of a variety of crochet stitches, and you can see starting here this is a double crochet. It's worked into a row of single crochet, so that's that first little bit here. But I have a double crochet followed by a treble crochet, a double treble, and on up. Now a lot of these, like the non-double treble, you may never actually see in a pattern, but I want to cover them today because this non-double treble is not even the biggest you could go. You could keep going an infinite number of height here, an infinite number of what it boils down to is yarn overs. And that's the trick to all these tall stitches. Some of these you may find in lace patterns. Like I say, some of these taller ones you may never see, but if you do, now you'll be prepared. So let me show you how these are done. Today I'll be using Lion Brand Collection Cotton Bamboo and my furls hook. Believe this one is my H. And here I have a row of single crochets, and I've already worked a double crochet and a treble crochet. Now most crocheters who've been crocheting for a while certainly will know the double crochet. Some of you may know the treble crochet. The difference is, for the double crochet you yarn over once before working the stitch, as I'm sure you know. The treble crochet you yarn over twice before working the stitch. Now the next stitch in this series would be the double treble. That, instead of yarn overing twice, you yarn over 3 times. I think you can see where this is going. Go ahead and work into the stitch just as you normally would, and work off the loops 2 at a time. Like so. And that's a double treble. Next is a triple treble. 1, 2, 3, 4 yarn overs before you start the stitch. Go into the stitch, pull up a loop, and work off in pairs of 2s. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, just like you did with a double crochet. And really, this is the key to these taller stitches. The only confusing part is the names. Let's see, we yarned over 4 times, so that was a triple treble. So next would be a quadruple treble. That means yarn over 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as we get taller, the key is going to be keeping a pretty, you don't want to pull so hard on your yarn that it pulls it apart, but you want to keep a pretty good tension, especially on that very first loop there that's on the hook. You might call that the working loop, because that can start to loosen up as you work. So let's go ahead and finish this quadruple treble. Yarn over, pull through 2, on up. And I believe we're pulling yarn over and pull through 2 6 times. There we go. You can see we're getting taller and taller and taller. Next, we'll do one more. I won't keep going forever. Next is the quintuple treble. This is about the tallest I've ever seen in a pattern, but I've heard tell of taller ones. So for this, again, keeping that first loop pulled down pretty tight there, we're going to yarn over 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And at this point you're going to have to push them kind of close together. 5, 6. Go ahead and insert the hook in the stitch and yarn over and pull through 2 at a time. Now you may have noticed as I work these stitches you can't see what's come before because I'm working up the stitch with my thumb and middle finger of my left hand, my non-hook holding hand here. This is to keep the tension even on the stitch itself. If I were to not hold on to it, this thing would be flopping all over the place. And you can see already it's loosening up a little bit. Keeping tensions on these can be tough, but it can be done. And blocking, of course, will help a bit too. These taller stitches typically you'll see in lacier patterns, which benefit from blocking anyway. Now, as I said, this could keep on going forever. The names can be confusing, however. If you look at the blog post attached to this video, I've created a chart that you can pin or print out to keep handy, so you can always keep an eye on what the names of these stitches are called. I'll admit sometimes I have to look them up myself. To me, the easiest way to remember is to simply memorize double and treble. Those are pretty common and relatively easy. After that, double treble, triple treble, quadruple treble, the way I remember it is double is 2 and then count the treble as 1. So double treble, 2 and 1 would be 3 yarn overs. Triple treble, triple meaning 3. For treble I just count it as a 1. I know that's not what treble means, but for the purposes of these stitches it's easier to remember that way. So triple treble, 3 and 1, 4 yarn overs. Quadruple treble, 4 and 1, 5 yarn overs. And that's just a little mental trick I use. It might work for you, it might not, but like I said, I've got a list you can print out and keep handy. So that's really all there is to the super tall crochet stitches. I hope this has helped you out. Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Moogly, and be sure to like this video and share it with your friends. Thanks so much for watching.